I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Guys, we are back with another Black Stars edition of Manual TV Sports Channel's daily updates. Before I even start with the prefaces of today's stories, it wasn't only our male footballers over the weekend scoring banger and belter goals for their respective European clubs. We had Chantal Boy-Clocker from the Black Queens, who scored beautiful goal for her club side, Nottingham Forest, against Portsmouth in the Women Division 2 in England. Let's enjoy that moment and back with the details from the camp of the Black Stars. And now you're going to check out the euphoria around the Black Stars team in Casablanca as they are going to have their second training session and move from Casablanca to Meknes to have their final preparation for their penultimate game of the CAF 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier against Central African Republic. Ahead of the game, Henry Asante Chum, spokesperson of the Ghana Football Association, has given out what to expect from Ghana's game against Central African Republic. And they're going to check it out. And aside that, I will cement this update with my plausible 11 to expect from Otoado's final 24-man squad ahead of our game against Central African Republic. Before I do that, if you are new on this platform, let's do it together. Quickly subscribe to the channel, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Please, let's show love to the Black Stars by liking this video and sharing to other social media platforms. Drop your decent comments in the comment box for special shout-outs in my subsequent videos. Ladies and gentlemen, straightforward, let's get into the video and start from the camp of the senior national team, the Black Stars. Day 2 of their campaign, and we are expecting the full house, God willing, by the close of the day. And today, at exactly 5 to 6 p.m., in Morocco, the team will be having their second training session. Yesterday, they had a first training session with 7 players. And as at this recording, we're having 13 players in Black Stars camp, meaning if some are to come and add up, we are going to have more than 13 players training in the second training session for the Black Stars. And we'll keep you apprised of all the latest and videos coming in from the team's camp. And ahead of our game, the penultimate one indeed, against Central African Republic, spokesperson of the Ghana Football Association, Henry Asante Chum, has spoken at length. And according to him, we are not going to repeat the complacency that we did against Chad. And this time around, our focus is going to defeat that of Central African Republic because we know what is at stake. If we are to get the victory against Central African Republic, meaning our match against Comoros is going to be a very exciting one indeed. That one is going to be our day for us. These are the exact words from Henry Asante Chum on Asempa 94.7 FM.
Well, Kwaku, there is a singular objective. Sometimes also we are a bit careful in situations like this. In the sports science at Tolebiana, I tricky kakra because when you think you are almost there, you must work for it. In the be number one or premier objective. They say, Ukwada, I was a LC Dinkudim. Again, it's a ocean there, a 2 year or charge and all. And also, a idea, I was saying the 2 year for year. So it is one of the things that he's been talking about. It is not over until it is over. Even Sewashe 5-0 copy himself if you want to whistle. Unyewie Jumano Penasebi. So cool no charity. Not to say, Unye Jumani, charity and no other about we are almost there. And in him, they are here say I was a team and the Obia or team Numbia as far as the playing body technical team here concerned, then him say winning ukuada adwuma no si na kyerɛ sɛ yɛne Comoros wɔ Accra no ɛbɛyɛ just a crowning moment for the home fans and for Ghanaians. But enya idea everybody no trasa a game was a yepim na yeku na yedi ekunim. I mean, Central African Republic obviously they are fighting for nothing, but and also and a tricky, you know. And we will think about ourselves and go into the game and fight for the points. The most crucial thing is that you be winning.
Still in the camp of the Black Stars, and the icing for the cake for this update will be about our plausible, predicted or possible 11 ahead of our penultimate game against Central African Republic. God willing, on the 8th of October 2025, exactly 2 days more for Ghana versus Central African Republic at Meknes, 4 p.m. Ghana time. And we are going to check out the possible 11 if things being equal or all things are the same from the camp, or all these players are the players going to represent the Black Stars. And I'm going in with the 4-2-3-1 formation. This is the time, looking at what is at stake for us, we have to go in for victory, because victory is a paramount thing we are expecting in this game. It's an high-stake game, and the results of this match will have an impact in our quest in going to the United States of America, Canada, and Mexico as the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament. And this time around, with my fullback, let me start from the goalkeeping department. I will start Benjamin Asari ahead of Lawrence Atizigi and Joseph Tete Annan. Looking at his physique and everything, what he has proven so far, with 4 matches in this World Cup qualified for the Black Stars, he has conceded just a goal. And this is the time I think he has proven himself enough to be reliable for the Black Stars recently. And he's going to be the key member for the Black Stars in the goalkeeping post as the goalkeeper against Central African Republic, from my liking. Aside that, he's very calm in the organization of the back line. So with these attributes, I think Benjamin Asari befits the number 1 position over that of Lawrence Atizigi and Benjamin and Joseph Tete Annan. Over that of Lawrence Atizigi and Joseph Tete Annan. With a 4-back system, let me start from the fullbacks. At the right side will be Caleb Renchi from my liking. I like his work rates. We've seen him in the 2025 Unity Cup tournament. Aside that, we saw him against Chad and that of Mali at the Accra Sports Stadium. And with the work rates, I'm very much impressed that he has to start as a right back for the Black Stars. Aside that, he's having constant overlapping runs. That even led to the only goal that we had against Mali at the Accra Sports Stadium. So I think he befits the right back position over that of Ali Dusedu. He just recuperated from injury and coming back. I think he can also steady the game and come in as a substitute. Now to the left back position, we have 2 left backs in camp, Ebenezer Annan and that of Gideon Mensah. Comparatively, I will start Gideon Mensah ahead of Ebenezer Annan. This is not the time we are going to do the try and error, whatever it is, but this is the time we have to put in the effort that we have. The advice we can give out to Gideon Mensah is that 1, he has to check out on his recoveries. As a left back or a full back, you should look at your anticipations, how to splint in and splint out. When you lose the ball, how are you going for it? And Gideon Mensah should also check on his defensive tracking. He should know how to work with the opponent attackers, especially those who will be operating from the right side of the opponent's attack. And these are some of the advice we can give out to Gideon Mensah. He has not impressed as much after the elimination of Baba Rahman from the Black Stars team. We are all surprised that he is not performing as to this standard just after our World Cup tournament in Qatar. He has to work more tirelessly and prove to us that he's indeed the Gideon Mensah used to know during the Qatar 2022 World Cup. Now to the center pair. At the right side, if Alexander Djiku is fit and is back to the team, I want him to start from that part. And Alexander Djiku, to me, he reads the game very well as a defender. Aside that, he's the type who builds the game calmly from the back. So looking at the game against Central African Republic, we need players of his caliber, and I think he best befits the right back, center back position as a defender for the Black Stars. And his pair should be Salisu Mohammed. Salisu Mohammed is having that dominance in the defense. Looking at his physique, he's very strong, he's very tall, good in aerial duels, and is also a good progressor of the ball as a defender or as a center back. So I also think he also befits the right center back position. Now let's move on into our midfield. I'll go in with Kwesi Sebo and that of Thomas Taikweku Partey. Let's look at the synergy or the telepathy between these two players. We saw them in our last game against Mali at the Accra Sports Stadium, and we were all amazed with their performances within the midfield. This time around, we shouldn't make changes to that part of the telepathy that has existed between Thomas Partey and Kwesi Sebo. Let's repeat and see what they can do for us. Kwesi Sebo, to me, he covers up spaces, and he has to replicate same against that of Central African Republic coming Wednesday at Meknes, exactly 4 p.m. at Morocco, Ghana versus Central African Republic. Aside that, I expect more from Kwesi Sebo because he breaks up play. I saw him against Mali. He's a type who does same for his club side, and he has to do it for the Black Stars. With Thomas Partey, Partey is having command in the midfield. He's a good progressor of the ball in the midfield, so he'll be operating more as a central midfielder. Thomas Partey dictates the rhythm of the game. He will dictate as to how we should play the ball in the midfield, dominate the midfield and also dominate the attack so that we can score from that. So I think he best befits the central midfield position as a central midfielder. Let's move on to our attackers. Before our attackers, the man who will be between our wingers is the star boy, Mohamed Kudus, from my liking. And Mohamed Kudus, as a player of his caliber, this is not the time to talk more about Kudus, but looking at his concentration and everything on the field, we all know that he's a type who can unlock the opponent defenders. And looking at the defenders for Central African Republic will not be a hard nut to crack for the star boy Mohamed Kudus. Aside that, we need a player when Thomas Partey and Kwesi Sebo are doing the work. He can also operate by causing goal-scoring threat for the team. That is the Black Stars against Central African Republic. And I think he best befits that position. So he should be at the attacking midfield position. Though you've seen him with his various clubs in Europe, the likes of West Ham United, Tottenham Hotspur, operating from the wings. By this the time in the national team, he has to play as an attacking midfielder. Let's move on to the right wing. And with the right wing position, I'll go in for Abdul Fattah Issahaku. Fattah Issahaku, and the other side will be Antoine Salom Semenyo as a left winger. These players both are direct runners of the ball. They can move the ball as what pace they want it to be. Abdul Fattah Issahaku is having that flair and spark at the wings of attack, and I think he best befits the right back position. With the form that he's bringing from his club side, this is the time he can dominate. We have other players like Kamal Din Suleimana, Christopher Bambunsu, who can do same, but this is the time I think this is not the time you are going to play with the Black Stars. We should go in with the effort that we have. No margin for error or no stone unturned. We shouldn't leave it that way for Central African Republic. And Antoine Salom Semenyo, he's a good progressor in terms of causing attacking threat. So this is the time a lot of people are expecting more from Semenyo because you've seen your heroics in the EPL so far, having blessing moments with AFC Bournemouth. And you have to come and do same for the Black Stars. And the man to lead the attack, to me, is Jordan Pierre-Ayew. Jordan consistently scoring for the Black Stars. And I think this is the time he's a good finisher of the ball. When he gets the opportunity, at least when he gets 5 opportunities as goal-scoring opportunities, he can convert 3 of them or slot home 3 of them. So this is the moment we need Jordan Pierre-Ayew. And he can also operate with the leadership skills up front for the Black Stars. So these are my tactical reasons. The reasons why I selected each and every player to be part of my plausible 11. If all things be equal, as in everyone is very fit and everyone reports to camp. Whatever it is, subsequently, I'll keep you updated from the Black Stars camp. So just keep it locked. Subscribe to the channel. My plausible 11. Let me reiterate. Benjamin Asari as a goalkeeper. Right back, Caleb Irenchi. Left back, Gideon Mensah. Center pair, Alexander Jiku and Mohamed Salisu with a 4-2-3-1 formation. In the midfield, the synergy between Kwesi Sebo and Thomas Taikweku Partey. In the attacking midfield should be our star boy, Mohamed Kudus. At the wings should be Abdul Fattah Issahaku and Antoine Selom Semenyo. And in the attack, as in the man up front, direct runner of the ball into the goalpost of the opponent should be our captain, Jordan Pierre Ayew. And that is that. You can also come out with your submissions. Your opinions are deeply welcome here. We are in the democratic dispensation. Differences and divergence are always welcome. So share your honest opinion in the comment box. I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Subsequently, you let me give you a shout out before I leave, because your support to the platform are so touching that I can't live without giving you shout outs. Special shout out to Abigail Abebrese. I do appreciate your support. Wisdom Bologa, I do appreciate your support. Edward Papason, Mark Morgan, Rufai Abdullahi, and Ken George, I do appreciate your support. Gas Jechi, wow, super fantastic name. Sylvester Info, I do appreciate your support. Ofosu Prosper Dortumor and Matthew Duku Audu Yoromalik, again here in the comment box. Richard Hartika, Asante Elijah, Kasim Bala, 4814. I do appreciate your support. Samson Hazi, I do appreciate your support. Close to. Until you meet again on this platform, as a Frenchman would say, go Ghana, go Black Stars. Au revoir.